From Florida's capital city of Tallahassee, gather around the table where we are serving up a heaping helping of holiday conference and rivalry hoops here at the Tucker Center. Why waste any more time? Miami and Florida State ready to go. The Noles have won 12 of their last 16 ACC openers. Miami has won 3 of their last 5. We'll see who does this season as well. Florida State controls the opening tip. Tanaya Latson wasting no time, pushes the pace. Bajetti now working inside and off the window. Scores the opening points for Florida State.
Florida State likes to use the dribble penetration to get those points in the paint, as you saw there from Sarah Bajetti.
On the other side, the turnaround jumper does everything but fall, and the tap out goes to KK Timpson. That was Lola Pendande on the shot attempt as Tanaya Latson. The ACC record for Freshman of the Week honors is 9. It's been done twice. And for those keeping track, there have been 6 chances to win the ACC Freshman of the Week recognition. Latson has swept them all.
To launch it from long range, she leads the team in three-point attempts, and she is second in the league in three-point attempts.
Nice high-low look. Bajetti with the extra pass down low, tried to find KK Timpson. Turnover, Miami comes back the other way with it. They lead the conference in steals, averaging 11 per game. Off that one, Harden, the jumper no good. Coast to coast, Latson, no problem.
Tanaya Latson so explosive with the ball in her hands.
Another short-range miss. Pendande on second effort does get it to go. She has all of Miami's 4 points. After the interim year in which she manned the ship here in Tallahassee, went 1-1. There's a 3-ball for Omaria Gordon. But going back to Wyckoff, never got a chance to play against Miami in the conference. The Hurricanes, when she played here at Florida State, were in the Big East at that time. On the other end, Haley Cavender rains down the 3. Mariana Valenzuela. That has been what she has done. That 58% leads the conference once she reaches the minimum attempt threshold.
Long shot from Ariovic there, just a little too long.
Nice job by KK Timpson on the denial, and then the reach call, I believe, against Pendande.
All post players to swat that away. Take another look at the steal. Timpson there comes up with it.
Hannah Cavender also heading to the floor for Miami, so each of the Cavender twins checking in already for the Hurricanes. Tanaya Latson got the starting assignment and once again has made it count with yet another bucket. 6 points for Latson already.
Again, you just see her ability to get to the rim quickly. Turnover there by Miami. Quick hands for Florida State.
Live ball turnover is an absolute no-no against a team like Florida State. And in transition, there's Mariana Valenzuela. After talking with Katie Meyer earlier this week, Coach Meyer was talking about the analytics and what stood out when looking at Florida State. I'll tell you what stands out right now. Taylor O'Brien, first action after the first 3 games of the season. 35% of the possessions have ended in a live ball turnover. And so far to that point in this game, 3 Miami turnovers, now 4. Both teams can absolutely, as you mentioned, get after it on the defensive side of the floor. Florida State's had the edge early here with about 4 minutes left in the opening quarter. McDonald's All-American freshman Kyla Oldacre has checked in. Number 44 in green, working down low on Timpson.
Timpson on the season, just 62% from the free throw line.
Her season high a year ago was 13 points. She's equaled or exceeded that 7 times in the 13 games.
Ooh,
talk about a nice move. Wow.
Shade Dwyer with the little up and under hang time move.
A couple of years ago was the Tennessee Gatorade Player of the Year. Nice pass and find by Hannah Cavender, and laying it in is Carla Erlivets. Turn opponents over at a relatively high clip. Hannah Cavender on the other end Shot won't go. Final minute now of the first quarter. Good look for Bajetti. Yeah! Area Vets. Latson on the drive, off the side of the backboard, and it looks like Harden will clear and collect the foul. Taylor O'Brien checking back in with 5.4 seconds left here in the opening quarter. There's a turnover. Omaria Gordon trying to beat the buzzer, couldn't get the roll, and Timpson, despite collecting the offensive rebound, was not able to stick it back up before quarter number one comes to a close. But if you're wearing garnet and gold, it's the first quarter you can be pretty content with. Noles lead by 11, 24-13. Over their in-state foe, Miami, to open up ACC play in the Tuck. And yeah, surprise, surprise. Florida State players who have bought in and who know the value of defense. That's going to make Sue Semrau smile. That's going to make Coach Wyckoff smile whenever she hears that back later on here this afternoon.
Yeah, you love to hear that from freshmen who understand that it's not just about scoring points. It's about both ends of the floor. And when you hear the freshmen, Snoop Turnage and Tanaya Latson both talk about defense, that would make any coach proud. By Valencia Myers, the fifth-year senior.
Dwyer, for her own part, set a career-high 20 points against North Florida, equal to career-high in steals with 8 against the Ospreys. Jazz Massengill with the mid-range J.
But numbers say she's deadly from three-point range, shoots it nearly 50% from the three-point line.
Nice pass down low by Cavender. Extra look out wide to Area Vets. Here's Gordon, keeping it herself. Got a hand in there to knock it away. Pendande gets it up ahead to Area Vets. All alone, got the roll.
Pendande, the second-year transfer from the University of Utah. Jazz Massengill being assertive on the offensive end for Florida State.
Massengill at her third school, started at Tennessee, won an SEC title at Kentucky, playing well here in Tallahassee. Howard on the drive, got it to O'Brien. O'Brien, another one of those international players for the Hurricanes, but scored north of 10 in each of the first 3 games. Williams, mid-range, strong. Speaking of strong, that's a strong rebound by Lola Pendande.
Seminoles had defended that well initially. Let's take another look. That's hard to tell. Got a lot of ball at first, but may have gotten some arm. Great players never think they foul, though, Sean. It doesn't matter.
Has started every game since she became a Hurricane. Bajetti working inside.
Scrappy play by both teams there, but a good play for Miami to come up with it.
Dwyer high off the glass, no good. And KK Timpson corrals the rebound.
Dwyer was looking for the foul there. Oh, and then just picks the pocket of Sarah Bajetti. Dwyer, nice little shot fake there to get Snoop Turnage up in the air.
In addition to the great game against North Florida, Dwyer also 12 points, 8 rebounds, a career high against Michigan, a team that went to the Elite 8 a season ago. CD Baba's laying attempt short. Pendande yet another rebound here in the first half.
That is 6 offensive rebounds already for the Canes in this game. Most of those coming from Pendande. Another nifty move from Lachey Dwyer. Very crafty around the rim.
And don't look now, but Miami is really starting to trim this lead. It was 11 at the end of the first quarter. Florida State has led by as many as 12 in this game. Timpson gets it back to double digits for the moment.
Dwyer again taking it right at Snoop Turnage.
for Miami. 10 players have recorded a game in double-digit scoring figures. They're first in the conference in steals and tied for second in offensive rebounds per game. We have seen both of those early here in this game. Several steals and a number of offensive boards, really for Lola Pendande in particular, and the rest of Miami as well.
Yeah, Pendande has definitely been a difference maker. Jalea Williams now getting in on the action.
Jalea Williams certainly has the potential to be a difference maker, as does Jazz Massengill. There's another big rebound by the Hurricanes. Cavender. Roberts, the turnaround jumper is good. Lachey Dwyer is also on the bench for Miami, so can this rotation keep up the momentum? So far, so good. Gordon from the wing, buries it.
Wyatt Gordon is a great answer for Florida State.
And over the offseason, they felt like they got him in the Twins, but they have also done a lot in a variety of ways for the Hurricanes, stuffing the stat sheets, especially Haley.
Right on cue, Haley Cavender.
When she's on the hardwood going in this matchup, she said it's all about who you play, where you play, and what shape your team is at that time. And her most competitive players are going to play most of her minutes from here on out.
Thank you very much, Kylie. There's a three for Destiny Harden.
Destiny Harden, the leading scorer on this Miami Hurricane team, had been shut out up until now. But a big shot for Destiny Harden as the Canes continue to cut into the Seminole lead.
And I'll make the leap on the back end of Kylie's hit. If your most competitive players are going to play the most minutes, surprise, surprise, Haley Cavender has played the most minutes of any Hurricane this season.
That's a big answer for the Seminoles, and Aaron Howard, who hits the three. Looks like Miami will now hold for one last shot. No surprise that the ball's in the hands of Haley Cavender.
10 left. Cavender gets it back to Dwyer. Dwyer's been the hot hand this quarter. That one's short. Nearly tracked down the offensive rebound, but it caroms out of play, and the Noles get it. Gordon with the heat. And that is how the half will come to a close. Quarter one to Florida State, quarter two. And here comes pressure straight away from Miami on defense. But if you can pass out of the press, there should be somebody open. In this case, it was KK Timpson down low.
Really good awareness there from Sarah Bajetti. Split the defense and was able to find KK Timpson underneath. And then there, Tanaya Latson coming over in help side, alters the shot.
What a start for Florida State to open the second half. Jalea Williams.
Williams a little too strong off the glass.
To your point about Pendande, 4 offensive rebounds for Pendande alone in the first half. Massengill will shoot a couple free throws.
Runs all the way around, but Aaron Howard there to clean it up. Get the Noles another possession.
Pagetti collapses the defense, gets it back out to Massengill. Latson somehow knifed her way through defenders and will earn a trip to the free throw line herself.
Made sure that Latson wasn't going to finish. And Pendande all with 2 personal fouls. Love to see them try to get an easy bucket for her.
Nice pass to Harden. Harden, a player who was named to the 2022 ACC All-Tournament team, and for good reason. If you watch that game against Louisville, scored the last 15 points of the game, including a buzzer beater to knock off the Cards in the quarterfinals. Got Miami moving further in the ACC tournament, likely punched their ticket to the NCAA tournament. She's been the leading scorer over the last 2 years. Massengill with the right hand. Another good look to Dwyer. Excuse me, to Harden down low. She gets it back up top to Cavender. Another opportunity for Miami off another offensive rebound. Harden cashes in.
Look how Destiny Harden starting to heat up. She hit that big three late in the second quarter. It's another big one there for the Canes.
Harden, a player who began her career at West Virginia. Katie Meyer told me just yesterday she has to remind herself that she hasn't been with the Canes this entire time throughout her career. Julia Williams lays it in transition. In fact, she really got her first taste of Destiny Harden back in an AAU game in North Carolina in 2016 when Harden made a shot in overtime to win the game. So that's been a long connection between Harden and Meyer. And now a one-possession game. Bichetti on the baseline drive. Short. Harden nearly lost the handle. Out of play. Here's Julia Williams with a good look down low. Spearman will shoot a couple free throws.
Spearman on the season, a 69% free throw shooter. She averages about 8 points a game. Has not scored yet in this game.
Miami team, the way they operate, where everyone at some point in time, Katie Meyer told me yesterday, has either had to check up or check down a position.
Now she battles inside with KK Timpson.
Something she's done quite well. This time Sarah Bichetti gets downhill and gets the kiss off the glass.
That stops the 9-0 run for the Hurricanes.
This is a long two, and it is too strong by Haley Cavanaugh.
KK Timpson going to bring the ball up the court, just take it the length of the floor, right at Spearman.
Well, all right then. Lead back to 7 for the Seminoles. Here's Lachey Dwyer trying to break it down off the dribble.
Oh. See who that goes on the Seminoles. Take another look at KK Timpson. Makes the little inside-out dribble. Finishes at the rim. Here's the block. It's all clean up top from KK Timpson. But Taylor O'Brien gets a piece of the head. 3 of 4 on the afternoon so far. Dwyer now 13 points to lead the Canes and to lead all scorers here this afternoon. KK Timpson.
A little extra English for KK Timpson, who's really leading the Seminoles effectively here in quarter number 3.
Step up to the line here as we come back from the break. You've seen the growth of KK Timpson.
Just seriously impressive numbers by KK Timpson. We've mentioned the progression you like to see into that sophomore year, and I'll tell you what, Destiny Harden's really progressing well here in quarter number 3. Pretty quiet first half for number 3 in green, but she has come alive to keep Miami in it here in the second half.
11 points already for Destiny Harden. Again, 8 of those coming here in this quarter.
Come on, KK Timpson.
It is the KK Timpson show right now for Florida State.
Might be the Destiny Harden show for Miami on the heat check. That one no good. On the money but strong. Sarah Bichetti with the spin move into the half court. Wide open look, Valenzuela. Can't have that if you're Miami. Valenzuela has been money from the perimeter all season. Dwyer to Cavanaugh. Now set the screen for Haley. Haley with the right hand, off balance, puts it up. Kandande with another offensive rebound. Cavanaugh wide open from the corner. Count it!
Another offensive rebound by the Canes.
You mentioned chaos and chippiness in full effect as we approach the end of the third quarter. Still 2:19. Nice move by Bichetti. Got Dwyer off her feet. Knowles try to swing it. Massengill up top.
KK Timpson working hard on the low block to see if the Knowles can get her another touch.
Timpson, my goodness. 17.7 rebounds. She certainly has all ACC-type numbers as we start conference play. Cavender working on Bajetti, trying to fight through Sarah, gets her off, and makes that mid-range jumper. Look at Haley Cavender.
Still with the presence of mind to knock down the big shot for the Canes.
Massengill turnaround off the glass, it's good.
Again, the veteran like Massengill is going to be needed for Florida State today.
Dwyer got back her own miss. Here's Julia Williams from the wing.
And those loose balls and the offensive rebounds all seem to be going to the Miami Hurricanes right now.
Lead back down to 6. Dwyer nearly came away with the steal and will be called for the foul. Once again, chippiness really starting to show. Dwyer did not get off of Sarah Bajetti, did not give her room to step up, and a technical has been called.
I believe technicals were called on both sides. Sarah Bajetti trying to get this crowd fired up. Take another look. A lot of contact being allowed. Dwyer with the reach-in gets called for the foul. Bajetti says something. Dwyer doesn't like it, and the two continue to jaw back and forth again. There's a reason they call it a rivalry game. So this will be 2 free throws for Sarah Bajetti, and then I believe the ball goes back to the point of interruption, so that will not be an extra possession for either team. It just goes as the personal foul on Dwyer and then the technical foul on Dwyer.
Thanks, Sean. Janiyah Latson told me, being from Miami, she's playing with an extra chip on her shoulder because she wants to go into that holiday break with bragging rights with a win over the U, in her words.
Thank you very much, Kylie. That is going to be a hard task. Destiny Harden with another field goal make here in quarter number 3. Florida State can hold for the final shot with the lead at 6.
It was good recognition by the freshman Janiyah Latson. I think she wanted to attack and try to get to the rim. Teammate Taylor O'Brien, the veteran, saying, hey, hold up, we can get one shot here.
Cavender got a hand in there. Turnaround jumper is short. Here comes Haley, and she will run out of time. And have given some really good teams a tough time. Purdue was in a tight game here in Tallahassee. They're the number 1 team in the country, and Florida State played Virginia real tough up in Charlottesville as well. Would be remiss if I didn't mention that Virginia went on the road to Coral Gables last night. And there's another live ball turnover forced by the Canes. Cavender off the glass. A nifty move and a good shot. And back the other way, Taylor O'Brien knocks down the 3.
Speaking of good shots, Taylor O'Brien there, left wide open right in front of the Seminole bench in transition. Again, she's missed the last 10 games, but starting to get her feet under her here in this one. Now nearing that double-double, has 17 points to lead all scorers, but has 8 rebounds now as well.
Lost the handle, did Latson. Here's KK Timpson corralling it.
Ooh.
Then had that ball knocked away by Pendande. Those two have gone back and forth at each other down low all game long. Cavender gets it back out to Harden. A 3 ball from Harden. She cashes it in. Only 2 threes in the first half for Miami. They've made 5 in the past quarter and couple minutes of this fourth.
Jetty goes back to the free throw line. She's made a couple already.
Coming into this matchup, second most free throw attempts of anybody on the team. About 9 days ago, and it went to overtime. Florida getting the best of the Canes down in Coral Gables.
An overtime battle down there in Coral Gables. Back-to-back turnovers there. First by Bajetti, then by Cavender. Bajetti takes it the length of the floor to score it for the Noles.
Season off the Elite 8 run a season ago. Also with the win over Miami a few weeks ago. Here's Janiyah Latson working inside. There is the offensive rebound and put back by KK Timpson. Most paramount for Miami right now is putting an end to this 6-0 run for the Noles over the last couple of minutes. Good high-low look. Pendande looking for space. KK Timpson says no way. That space closed up in a hurry. Skip pass over to Howard. Latson now breaking it down. Off the dribble, lays it up, and will earn a trip to the free throw line. has gotten to the free throw line about as much as anybody in the country. Came into this matchup second in the NCAA in free throws attempted and made. Dwyer out to Harden. Good look for Harden. Another offensive rebound. Spearman couldn't get it to go.
That's Massengill there doing a nice job on the weak side to force the block out. Don't think we've probably seen the last of her.
Nice look off the inbounds pass. Valencia Myers. I believe you heard Valencia yelling, "Come on," after the lay-in attempt. Here's Dwyer, and she has been a lot of fun to watch.
5 of 6 from the line today is Dwyer.
Now a 5th time, as she now has, I believe, 15.
Maybe didn't get quite as many minutes last year, but she definitely learned some things and has shown it this season.
Latson with a burst of speed.
Really hasn't been able to be as impactful as I know she would like.
This season, as we take a look at the nation's top 2 scorers, Caitlin Clark in Iowa, and of course Tanaya Latson.
Several times, and it's probably going to be in the running again this week for that honor.
Another offensive rebound for Miami. Oldeker checks in and was fouled.
She does have those 3 personal fouls now.
Oldeker looking for space, and the youngster is on the board for the first time in her Division I career. There's a steal and a lay-in by Destiny Harden. Here comes the pressure. Florida State beats it. Here's Aaron Howard with the pass out to Massengill.
Good job by a couple of seniors there.
To go back to your point, Melissa, about Tanaya Latson and the amount of respect, the amount of attention that she's received up at Mohegan Sun, which, let's be clear, it's a neutral site game, but it might as well be Storrs Junior. There are 25 teams plus all those teams receiving votes that are all better than this Florida State squad.
Yeah, I would agree with you, Sean, and I think this Florida State team will have to go on the road and knock off one of these ranked ACC opponents before they truly get the respect that they deserve.
Nice look. Timpson lays it in easily. Nice find by Tanaya Latson. She can do a little bit of everything. Crowd wanted to travel on Harden. Dwyer, step back and one. Don't look now, but if she makes this free throw, that's 18 points, career high 20 against North Florida, and she's within a field goal of equaling or exceeding it.
Yeah, she has been fantastic today for Katie Meyer and her young Hurricane squad.
Timpson down low, off the pick and roll.
That's one way to break the pressure.
To tack onto a double-double and set a new career high. Good look for Dwyer. There's a new career high for Lachey.
Dwyer has been fantastic for the Canes, and there she forces a turnover. 2 super sophomores have come to play today. Dwyer now just trying to take things into her own hand, and she takes it right at the Seminoles.
And here it comes. Dwyer on Bichetti. And here she is. She got in there to tie it up. They've made 6 of their last 7. Dwyer has been largely responsible. Harden, top of the key.
Right now, Knowles just need to get it over and take care of it on the offensive end to get a shot attempt.
Latson tearing it up downhill. Count the bucket. And I believe this is actually going to be an offensive foul. Well, Cavender has it now as she brings it across into the half court. 1 minute left in regulation here at the Tucker Center.
Florida State in a 2-3 zone here, mixing things up a little bit.
Latson got in there and deflected it back into the backcourt. Miami retains possession. Dwyer nearly lost the handle and traveled. And it becomes Florida State basketball, and Miami's got to consider playing the foul game here. Latson brings it across, keeps it herself, and that could be the final nail in Miami's coffin. Miami doesn't have a whole lot of time here. Harden down low, lays it in. It'll be Latson to send it in, and Timpson is fouled by Harden.
Knowles got the ball in. They get a free throw shooter at the line. Timpson has been good so far today.
Made all 3 prior. Looking to make it 25. It'd be a 9-point lead for the Noles if she does, and she does. Julia Williams gets it down low to Cavender. Cavender, turnaround, got it off the glass. This time Latson does corral the inbounds and will be fouled.
I think people are going to have to start to take notice of these Florida State Seminoles hard today and will be a force in the ACC as well.
Another 20-point game now for Tania Latson, 13 of the 14 games she's played in as a Seminole.
That last foul on Miami was on Lachey Dwyer. That was her 5th, so she is no longer in the game for that reason.
3 ball off the mark, another offensive rebound, this time by Cavender. Williams fouled on the way in.
Julia Williams at the line. For Williams, the sophomore from Pompano Beach.
Playing more as the point guard for Miami. The Canes don't really have a set point guard. They kind of do it by committee. She will look for a strong season this year, but Florida State certainly building one of their own. They beat Miami 92-85.